Hello, ICAN students. Yeah, so today I'm here for those of you who are quite busy. You work 9 to 5, your work is quite demanding, or you are a student and you're writing ICAN exams, and you have a lot that you are doing, and you don't have so much time to read, right? You have so much on your neck that finding time to read is a big challenge. Over my years of lecturing or helping ICAN students, but I've worked with a lot of people like this. So I'm here to teach you or show you practical things you can do that even though you are busy, you have a lot to do, you can still prepare for your ICAN exams well and still pass your exams, right? So now the first thing you need to know is that if you are a very busy person, probably work or whatever it is, and you don't have as much time, because the truth is this, different work come with different how do I call it, condition. Permit me to use that word, Shay. There are some work that are very demanding time wise. You are there from morning till night, weekends you still have meetings and all those things, and still you have to write and pass your ICAN exam, because that's also instrumental to progressing in your career. So how do you do it? How do you work around it? The first thing you need to identify is that your time is very valuable, so you have to maximize your time, right? Now, no matter how busy you are, and I'll say this is the challenge. I had a student at the point that, in fact, at the point we could not work together again, because he would tell me that at work, at work they close very late. By the time he gets home, he's very tired. At times, even when he gets home, he still has to work. He's sleeping by 2, 3 in the middle of the night, and he doesn't have time to read. And I'm just like, for real, no matter how busy your work is, you need to strike a balance, right? Honestly, let's look at it from this perspective. So you claim you are busy at work, right? Your work is very demanding. And continue now, 3, 4 years down the line, your mates are getting promotion, getting bigger pay. You are still stuck in the same role because you don't have professional certification. So as much as you are busy, you have to carry your professional development along with your work. And that means you have to strike a balance, right? So for example, once I'm done at work, let's say 5 or 6, and I'm settled at 9, I know that I want to read from 10 to 11, no matter what mail. In fact, I'm going to shut down whatever system can make me want to think of work, whether it's my laptop that mail comes in or things like that, or just honestly, most times what we think is important is because we just think is important. It's a matter of priority. So let's say you agree that you want to be reading 9 to 11. You know that 9 to 11 is very critical. You drop every other thing, because you know that if you miss that 9 to 11, you might not have time anytime soon to be able to what? To be able to do that again. So that's why you cannot afford to joke with that time that you have, right? So that's one. Okay. Second thing you need to do is this, and I'm going to be very practical with you. You need to find a tutorial center or where you can get recorded videos. You know, I've lectured for years, right? And I've had times that I had someone that actually registered as a student, and you know, throughout the class, I can count the number of times she was able to attend the class. Even when she attended the class, most times she's always going out to pick calls, right? Because she just has to attend to work, right? Man go chop now, she. And the truth is that you need to have a form of lecture where you can also get recorded videos. That can be your major strength. So even when you are missing classes, even when you are not physically present, or even if it's online present or online, you are not present, you can still be able to catch up, because at your own convenient time, you can work on what you can work on, watching what has actually been taught, or if it's a recorded lecture video. That really works if you're a very busy professional. Lastly, please, your weekends are your the time that you can really sit down with your books and read and study very well for your exams. So your work is Monday to Friday, right? So make sure that Saturday and Sunday, I'm telling you that work will adjust itself, right? Even when you are demanding bosses, I've been in places like that. It depends on what you have to put in some balance or put in some other boundaries. That's the word. So you know, from this time to this time, I'm not going to be available. I know that that's the time to sit down and catch up on a lot of reading that you have not done during the week. If you can do this, even with a very busy schedule, you can still write your exams and pass your exams. All right, thank you. Adina Malajayi, your ICAN exams buddy.